I'm Ian Thompson. I'm the director of Lower Columbia School Gardens, which we started in 2010. My kids are now in high school. When they were going to elementary school here, there was a garden. At the time, this was the only school in town that had a garden. And so I just started volunteering as a parent. I really wasn't that interested in plants or gardening. And just in a short amount of time, I was really caught with how effective it was, how it engaged kids, how eager they were to work. And then the food thing was just really captivating. In this district, they open a package and that's their school lunch. That's where I think food comes from. We've had like 7th graders who aren't really sure if it's okay to pick a berry off a bush. They've never done that, they never picked anything. I mean, it's important that everybody learn to grow food and learn really to connect with real food and learn the difference. All the food that gets harvested, all the fruit and vegetables that we harvest, a lot of it just gets munched right there. I mean, kids are picking peas and pulling carrots out of the ground and berries. That stuff doesn't usually make it home. But a lot of the other stuff we send home with kids. At the end of the day, any families who come and volunteer, they take produce home. In a few instances, it's made it onto the actual lunch trays at the school, but a lot of times it's just a classroom snack. If we have excess, then that gets sold at the sale during the summer. And so it's harvested from all the schools and it's brought here once a week. Nothing goes to waste. And a lot of it is knife skills, which I didn't really realize getting into it, but you can't cook real food without a knife. Right. And again, we've got middle schoolers who have never even cut a banana with a butter knife. I mean, they just have never made that motion. And they learn that here too, and they're chopping and dicing and they think they're chefs. They get really excited about it and they really are knowledgeable. Yeah. And when we give them a tomato plant to take home, they really know how to plant it and how to take care of it. We have a lot of families who English is not their first language. There are a lot of kids, even here today, who their parents don't speak English, hardly at all. And they're not comfortable volunteering, in the classroom, teaching reading or math or any of that. And a lot of the other family nights, they don't feel comfortable, but here they've got something that they can engage in and contribute, in a meaningful way, and so that's really huge. Leanne Geekus, family practice. So her daughter was going to school here, and she was just kind of got together with some of the teachers, and they were all excited about some of the work that Alice Waters, who's a French chef, was doing in Berkeley. Came up with the idea, and so Leanne took a 4-month sabbatical to get this going and got community support and donations. And at the time, it was totally new. There was none of that going on here. That was the first garden, 2002. So 2009, the volunteers here started helping another school. And then shortly after, 2 other schools wanted help. And pretty soon, we were kind of getting ahead of ourselves and realized we needed to start a nonprofit. This is all funded and managed by a volunteer nonprofit basis. It's just, it's an incredible help because we are running a big operation with a really small budget and really small management. So we've got, cooking supplies that we need to buy. We've got garden tools that right now we carry them around, to the different schools, multiple times during the week. And just to have a set of tools that stays and a kitchen. A lot of times we're basically camp cooking. So we need a canopy and stove and a metal cabinet to house the cooking supplies. And so that when a teacher wants to come out or parents want to come out to the garden, that stuff is there for them, making it accessible to more kids. We have parents who say, I can't get my kid to eat vegetables. I've offered this stuff to them. How did you do it? Right. And it's almost magic. The light comes on. They taste a real tomato. This is much more than just a garden, exactly.